Live.
In the baseball.
Shh. What's up, everybody? We'll get started here in just a second. What's up, Chris? What's up, Bree?
What's up,
How are
Dave?
you doing, sir?
Fantastic. A couple minutes late here, taking our time. It's Monday, easing into July.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dave.
For a holiday.
That's the least of our problems tonight.
That's right. What's up, Deborah in Periscope? Thanks for tuning in. Big Play intern Alec is getting the show out there. Alec, you can say hi if you want.
Hello, Internet.
There you go. Good work. All right, Mike, hello. Jason, hello. File on in here. Oh, man, Mike already getting right into the Cavs talk. Dylan Windler was impressive.
Boy, Summer League?
Yeah, look at him. Getting the hashtags in there and everything. Good work, Mike. All right. Alec, how we doing over there, my man? Good. We're good? All right, excellent. Let's get this show going. Chris, Bree, you ready to roll?
I'm ready.
I just sent out the tweet. I am ready to roll. Right,
Yeah.
Mimi? We're ready to roll.
That's right. A couple
Do it,
other
boy.
people in the studio. Let's kick this sucker off. The Big Play Cleveland Reflog Show is brought to you by ShackNews.com. Shack News is your go-to for gaming news. Covers all of your gaming content needs. They have the latest game reviews, including Samurai Showdown, Super Mario Maker 2. Head on over to Shack News and get into the conversation by clicking on the Shack News Twitter profile in our show title. Because when it comes to gaming news, there's only one site to visit, shacknews.com. We got a great show coming up. It's the Big Play Cleveland Reflog Show.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah,
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
An open one.
Welcome to the Big Play Cleveland Reflog Show. Today is Monday, July 1st, 2019. What's up, everybody tuning in via YouTube, via Periscope? What do we got here? Nate on YouTube says, what kind of sorcery is that spinning helmet? That's our guys at Hover Helmets. We'll have them back once the brownies kick it off here. I'm your host, Big Play Dave, alongside Marlins Man, Mr. Chris McNeil. How are you, sir? Okay, Chris is having technical difficulties, but he's
In and out, my friend. We are.
all right. It's your microphone. You got to plug your microphone in. I think it's your microphone. Bree, you want to talk to me? How you doing?
I'm ready to go, clearly. The only one.
That's right. Chris can
Am I
be
back?
Oh, he's
Am I
back.
back?
He's
Sounds
back
like
and better than ever. Chris, say hi to everyone.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing out there this evening?
There he is. Back and better than ever. Fantastic. All right, we got a great show tonight on the Big Play Cleveland Reflog Show. We are going to do our giveaway tonight. I know a lot of you guys are tuned in for that. So the Marlins Man donated a sweet pair of tickets to give to one of our lucky fans. A lot of people on YouTube chiming in here. A lot of people on Periscope, Facebook. Good stuff. We'll be giving away that pretty soon. We're going to get into some Power Rank Monday. Top 3 best things about the 4th of July. Coming up, one of the best holidays out there for America. We'll then get into the latest Cleveland sports headlines. A lot to talk about with our Indians, a lot to talk about with our Browns. We're going to be breaking down games, week 5 through 8. I think we got a bye week in there as well. Break those games down. Tough road ahead for our Browns as we predict those games. Then we'll hit you with a couple Would You Rathers. And at the end of the show, we will give you our bold predictions for the week. I say we get it started with some Power Rank Monday.
It's time for Power Rank Monday.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we are going to kick this off. It is officially July. Power rank our top 3 favorite things about the 4th of July. I will kick it off here. Number 3, I got to go burgers and dogs. Nothing more American than a classic American cheeseburgers and hot dogs with ballpark. Still ballpark on July 4th. Some people might put some ketchup on there. I'm still going ballpark mustard.
No, that's low rent. You're too
what are you
low rent
talking
there.
about?
Come on. You got to go ribs and brats. Ribs and brats are
That's
just
fair. That's fair.
unbelievable on the 4th of July. That's what I go with. That's a staple around the McNeil household on July 4th.
So what we're actually doing there, I'm not hosting this year. I'm going to a party, and he's doing a low country crawfish and shrimp boil.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
He's bringing them in from New Orleans. I guess they freeze them and ship them up here. So that should be interesting. We did it last July 4th at my buddy boxing manager Timmy Van. Shout out to Timmy Van. I think we've talked about him on the show. That'll be interesting. Have you guys ever eaten a crawfish?
No, I'm just amazed by the friends that you have, Dave. Like, I don't have friends like you. Like, friends invite me over for the 4th. They have like a hot dog, maybe, hot dogs and chips. Like, they put on a full low country crawfish shrimp boil. I mean, that's really out of this world. Like, every single time you come on the show, too, you've always got another friend doing something cool. I just need to hang around cooler friends, I think.
I have 3 friends, so I'm basically
they
out.
must be really cool. They're all over the place, I'll tell you.
That's right. Bree, what's your go-to? What's your go-to for the 4th? Food wise.
Also hot dogs.
Okay, excellent.
Nothing fancy. But you guys know how much I love hot dogs.
That's true.
Can't
Alec,
stray.
cue the hot dog to the face gif.
That's right.
All right,
That's what she said.
Yes. All right, my number 2, there you go, is living within walking distance of the fireworks. Love seeing all the schlubs in their cars trying to get out of there like it's a playoff game downtown Cleveland. Walking right home. It's a beautiful thing. And then my number 1, drinking heavy domestic American beers like Budweiser, the International InBev Company.
Heavy American beer.
Heavy American beers, that's right. Chris, what do you got? What are your favorite things about July 4th? Plug
Difficulties?
plug that mic in. Make sure it's all the way in. It's maybe right at the top where you're talking. Right there.
Can you hear?
Nope. Hey, Chris, the mic by your face. Maybe that plug came unhinged a little bit into your microphone.
Let's try. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes?
Can you hear me? You can hear me so far.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll see how long this holds up.
All right, make it quick.
Okay, number 3. Best thing about the 4th of July, it's 10 days until my birthday.
Ooh.
Air horn.
We're getting close, folks. We're getting close to the a very big one as I turn the big 4-0.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Like this. We're getting close this year. This is always my favorite time of the year. And I always say this, the interesting part about my birthday is it typically falls right around the All-Star break, and it's one of the weird days of the year where there are no organized professional sports on TV. It's one of the just quirks of my birthday that most of the time it ends up with no events on it because of the way scheduling goes. So that's just another way that the gods and the universe conspire against me. Number 2. I love July 4th because you don't have any presents. You don't have to worry about giving or receiving or any of that jazz. I get sick of it. Throughout the year, you're always going to either kids' birthday parties or some sort of an event where you feel like you got to show up with some sort of a gift or something for people. There's something about the 4th of July. Maybe you bring a 6-pack, but outside of that, you don't have to bring any presents. You don't have to worry about that pain in the butt. You don't have to worry about giving. You don't have to worry about receiving. It's just all about having a good time, and I love that about this holiday. And the number one thing about the 4th of July that I love, now that the Browns don't draft first anymore, this is now my favorite holiday of the year. No longer draft day, Mimi.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
What?
Right? I mean, everything about it. We talk about the fireworks. We talk about the food. We talk about the friends. We talk about family around. You could stay up late. You don't have work the next day. I'm doing a Firecracker 5 to kick off the day. I'm running 5 miles. So you get that work up, and then you can eat all day. You don't feel too self-conscious about it. So it's an all-around great day capped off with fireworks. Nothing beats the 4th.
Nice. Let's check in with the commenters out there on the social media. Sean Fitzgerald says, "Happy early birthday, Chris." Oh, the people
Thank
love you. They love
Aw.
you. Dave says, "How do you do, fellow non-robot Americans?" I don't know if that... All right.
Probably how the mic sound at times.
Yeah, that
Yes.
could be. I think that's a shout-out to our mic here. General Patton, welcome back. Crawfish boils are so good. And he says, "No ketchup on the dogs. It's un-American."
Damn straight.
There we are. Oh, Alec doesn't agree. All right, Bree, what's your favorite things about July 4th?
All right, so I'm kind of going with you, Dave, on my number 3, which I went more generalized with barbecues because that could include outside of hot dogs, which is a must. You could have corn, grilled corn on the cob. You guys a fan of that?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that is
Underrated right there.
excellent.
Underrated. It is so good. You put that butter in there, put some foil
Yep.
around it, put it on the grill. Oh my God.
So
it is like
good.
next level. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got usually pasta salad. You got some cold dishes, watermelon, fresh cut watermelon. So barbecues for me.
Heavy debate
Number
going
2.
on in the comments about ketchup on a hot dog, by the way.
Okay, first of all, I like ketchup on hot dogs.
Oh,
I always go. I'm
God,
sorry.
that's communist.
It is
that's
not.
Oh,
I
it
still
is.
go heavy stadium mustard, a little bit of ketchup,
Okay.
onions, and relish.
Now, Chris,
No,
what if you're going to Dollar Dog Night and you're getting 10 hot dogs? You're not going to put ketchup on one of them just to kind of mix it up?
No, absolutely not. Go mustard 100% of the time. No.
Regular mustard or stadium mustard?
Well, stadium mustard.
Oh, there is the robot.
Oh,
Here he
boy.
is.
And
Chris is having himself a
it was
night.
the ketchup.
All right, Bree, you keep going.
Okay. I'm going to put a pull out on Twitter about this. Number 2,
Yes.
swimming. Obviously, weather permitting, but it is a full day of eating and a full day of swimming, which there's really no better way. You eat all day and you swim all day. You work off those calories, then you eat some more.
That's fair. That's fair.
Someone just commented it's condimentism, which is pretty good. And number 1, the 4th of July marks the kickoff to my vacation. So we always leave after the 4th of July. So I will be out of town and not available. And I can't wait for that.
Nice. Where are you going?
We're going to Myrtle Beach with the rest of Ohio.
Wow.
So see you all down there.
I think we talked about this before.
Isn't that the truth?
Myrtle Beach or Hilton Head.
Yeah, that's
All of
right.
Ohio will be there.
Yeah, we're going to the Carolinas here in the next couple of weeks for the Great McNeil's summer vacation of 2019. So I'm
Good
feeling
stuff.
you on that one. Yeah, good stuff.
Nice.
There should be a lot of Browns gear, though, this year. That has
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
been. That's not been the case.
There has to be a Browns bar at Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to dig into that.
There's got to be. If you put that on Twitter, I guarantee someone will give you a bar down there.
So
Maybe we should do that. That sounds like a great business venture.
We should have a podcast from there. So we opened up our first Tops pack of the night.
All right,
and I
here we
picked
go.
off the
Breaking news.
First one. Right, we got to get Tops as a sponsor eventually. By the way, I'm doing this for free, but we opened them up. Trevor Bauer, that's a keeper right there.
All right, back on
And then
pace.
New father Jose Ramirez in the first pack we opened. So 2 tribemen right there.
Not
You've only
bad.
gotten tribe players, right?
I don't tell you about the others. I mean, do you really care about Nick Martini or Justice Sheffield or Tim Beckham or Starlin Castro? No.
Chris knows his audience. Chris knows his
That's right.
audience. And that was Power Rank Money. Bree, that was your last one, right?
That was my last one.
All right, good stuff. We checking out the comments here. Am I Chelich 17 says Hilton Head's better than Myrtle Beach, Bree. Putting you on blast.
Yeah, he said that they do have a Browns backer bar. So I'm trying to figure out what it's called so we can shout out the good people.
There we go. Excellent. All right, good stuff. All right, should we do our giveaway?
I think we should.
I think we do our giveaway, right?
So should we just bring in Marlins Man or wait?
Yes.
Marlins
Oh,
Man.
stand us up.
Alec, give me a transition. All right, it's giveaway time. Marlins Man is not here. He big-timed us. Can't believe it. But we have a picture of him in the back of the screen here. So the winner of the tickets can thank this guy, Marlins Man. You can see him at various games. I guess he was just in London or something like that, Chris?
Yeah. Apparently he was flying back today, and he sent me over the tickets. He sent me over PDFs of both tickets.
Ooh, old school.
On the way, and said that he was all about coming on the show tonight. And then later on would text me and say that he's got an important meeting with clients tonight. So apparently they outrank us.
Come on, whatever.
Was he at the Red Sox-Yankees game?
Yeah,
Oh.
he was over there for that. So,
I forgot the face of Major League Baseball.
The ambassador of American baseball. That's right. I'm sure the Euros just loved him over there.
That's right. And I do believe he will be here for the All-Star weekend as well. I'm sure he'll bring his private security like he did last time.
He's like Dennis Rodman to North Korea.
That's right. Yes, it's a love-hate relationship with Cleveland, Ohio, but we love him tonight because he's giving away those free tickets. So shall we announce the winner?
Let's announce that winner.
All right, the winner is give me a we don't have a drum roll. Give me a ding ding ding.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
No, Alec, no.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
All right, that works, Alec. Good work. The winner of the tickets to the All-Star game, 2 tickets lower bowl in Cleveland, Ohio, is Brendan Corrigan. Congratulations. Shoot us a DM after the show at Big Play Reflog or shoot us an email, dave@bigplay.com. We will get those tickets over to you. Good work. Brendan Corrigan. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Enjoy the game. Hang out with Marlins Man if you'd like to. Get a picture with him. We'll retweet it out for you. Good stuff. All right, let's.
That's fantastic. Those seats are really good. It looks like so.
Yeah, so Chris, you sent out a picture of them, and it looks like.
And I didn't go into any great depth to get that picture, by the way. So hopefully it's fairly representative because I just took exactly what was on the tickets as far as where those are at. Went to one of those places where it shows you the different shots of different spots within the stadium. And I just pulled up the one for that section. So it looks legit. It's right down there, down the first base line. And looks like it'll be a great spot to watch baseball for the All-Star game.
Very cool. All right, enjoy it. Let's move on to some Cleveland headlines.
I saw what you did there, Dave, with the enjoy it. I get it. Well done.
Did I say that? I didn't even mean to say that, did I?
Oh, yeah. You walked out of that last segment with enjoy it.
Wow.
Well
all right, shout out to Paul Dolan. That gives me another would you rather. I'm going to ask in the would you rathers. I just thought of one. All right, Cleveland headlines. Let's start off with some Indians. Indians have 3 All-Stars for next week's All-Star game. Cleveland Twitter did it again. Carlos Santana was voted by the fans to be in a starter in the Midsummer Classic. Cleveland Twitter undefeated. Well done. He will be joined by teammates Francisco Lindor and Brad Hand, who were chosen with pitchers and reserves yesterday. 4th appearance for Frankie to represent the tribe at the All-Star game. Hand's making his 3rd appearance in the game. Other All-Star festivities, we got Carlos Santana, Home Run Derby.
Woo!
Very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I'm happy for Carlos.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then we have the annual celebrity softball game. That's going to be a bunch of Cleveland athletes, celebrities. Jamie Foxx will be there. The Miz from the. I know Alex excited about that.
Oh yeah.
We've got Anthony Mackie, the guy who plays Falcon in the Avengers movies. All right, I like that.
Oh.
I think Stipe's going to be there probably.
There you go.
So good stuff there. That'll be fun to watch. Also, a lot of former Indians like Kenny Lofton, Carlos Baerga, Jim Thome, Mike Napoli, Travis Hafner. Chris, maybe you can get to the bottom of that nickname at All-Star Weekend.
Yes, for Pronk.
Yes.
I think Omar Vizquel has already revealed that one for the world.
I think you're right. So, All-Star Weekend coming up.
Napoli is now in that circle.
Is he going to sit?
Lofton, Baerga, Thome, Hafner, and Mike Napoli. I just love it. Like he has a good year, and then all of a sudden he's right there with those guys. That's fine. I mean, it was awesome.
Do you think he's going to be sitting in right field? Right field in the bar. I could see him hanging out in the bar, right field, partying Napoli's. Get it going.
Shirt. Hat tip to hipster Tito out there.
That's right. What part of All-Star Weekend are you guys excited about? Are you guys getting excited now that we have a few guys in there? You know, we thought maybe it was just going to be Brad Hand right away. At least we got a couple offensive guys on there.
Well, now I'm going to be more interested in the game, to be honest with you, since we do have, two position players that are going to be in there. And then obviously Hand as well. But that magic that we saw with Sandy Alomar back in the day, you just kind of get that feeling that you got to be watching in case something like that happens, where Alomar hit a home run and was the MVP in the All-Star game at home. It's like now I have to watch it. I hardly ever watch the All-Star game. I'll watch a little bit of it. I never really watch it the whole way through. And for this one, as long as the Indians players are going to be in there, then I'm going to be glued eyes to this set on this one.
I'm excited to see Santana in the home run derby.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, to have a guy to root for. Who's the last player that we've had in a home run derby?
Oh God, I have no idea. Alec, look that up for me. I feel like it'd be almost like Jim Thome. Like it's been a while.
That's what I was gonna say. Has it been that long?
I'm not sure. Alec's looking that up for us. Yeah, I feel like the odds are not for him, for Carlos Santana. I feel like if you're the hometown guy, there's always the jitters. I don't know if a hometown guy's ever won.
It's also interesting, Alec. Google it.
Yeah, look, he's look at those fingers moving. He's a wizard over there. Yeah,
I seem to think it has happened. I seem to think it has happened fairly recently, and I don't remember when it was, though.
Yeah, so
I know I'm very helpful there.
I actually misspoke earlier. So Cleveland Twitter, we are not undefeated anymore. Did we fail Francisco Lindor, Chris and Bree?
I think the Cleveland Indians failed him in this one because they really didn't start rallying the troops until it was way too late. They didn't come out and ask for help and really get those influencers like Bree over there on board until it was way too late in the process, because there's no way. I mean, this is the fan base that put Peyton Hillis on the cover of Madden.
Exactly.
We could do anything. If you get in there early enough, we could do anything. We once voted Johnny Manziel the best Browns player ever in a poll on Cleveland.com. So, I mean, anything is possible in this town. No. There's no reason why that should have happened. You should have had Francisco Lindor as a starter. Hell, we could have probably gotten Kipnis as a starter if they really would have wanted to go crazy.
By the way, Twitter is saying that Todd Frazier won the home run derby in 2015.
Yes. Good work, Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. With Lindor, I kind of feel like if the player has our back completely and we know he's going to be around, kind of like a guy like Peyton Hillis, like until we move on from him, I feel like we'll have the backing and get him to that next level. But Lindor, I feel like even though he's going to be around a couple more years, it's just kind of like looming in the background. And I feel like maybe we didn't give him the push that we would give someone who we knew was going to always be here.
That may be true, but I think most of the fans blame ownership for that.
Yeah, that's
true.
And
almost give Lindor a pass. But you're right. If Lindor is one of those guys who says, hey, listen, we're going to make this thing work. I want to be an Indian for life. And nobody ever comes out and says that anymore. It doesn't seem in professional sports. But if he was to do something like that, that would probably have helped his cause in an immense way. But, absent something like that, I think most people blame ownership. So I don't think he was necessarily being held back much by that.
That's fair. I'm just getting ripped in the comments here. Todd Frazier won in Cincinnati. Bryce Harper won it last year at home. So, all right, whatever. Historically, if you look over the last 100 years, I bet you I'm right. Whatever. Let's move on. Alec. All right, outside of the All-Star game, speaking of baseball, the Indians had a weird week of games, kind of to say the least. Brad Hand had his first blown save of the season, preventing the Tribe from sweeping the Royals, then dropped two. I think embarrassing is probably a nice way to say it.
Hell no.
To the worst team in baseball, the Orioles, 13-0, 2 times in a row, back-to-back.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. And then McNeil's man, the assassin, Bobby Bradley, he struggled. He's now batting $125.
All your fault, Chris.
Chris, I saw on Twitter.
I know.
Someone
I've
was
been playing heavily on social media.
Yeah, someone was blaming
Do
you
you
for
take
this.
full responsibility of this?
I do. I think that's my responsibility in all this. With great responsibility, or with great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man told us that, or Spider-Man's uncle told us that, and here is one of those cases where I must take responsibility for my actions.
Shout out Uncle Ben. Good
Very
work.
mature of you.
That's right. No, come on. I mean,
No, the robot's back. The robot is back. The microphone's not going to let you. The microphone's not going to let
Defend
you defend
yourself.
Chris. This is Twitter blocking your microphone.
Dude,
Oh, I love it.
my microphone's going Bobby Bradley on me.
Oh, he's going speakerphone on us. Big time.
Now where are we? I don't even know anymore. Oh, what a disaster!
Hey,
What a disaster.
Are you talking about
Did
you?
Bobby
You
Bradley
were Bobby
ever
Bradley.
hit that grand slam that I
waiting.
No, he did not. Shout out to Dave. Jim Thome came in second in the 1998 Home Run Derby. All right, whatever. It wasn't first, so take that. All right, so let's move on. Luckily for the Indians, the Twins are actually struggling as well, so that's helping us out. We're only 8 games back in the division. We had that little hiccup against the worst team in baseball. Outside of that, they've been actually pretty fun to watch. So it's time for our favorite segment for the Indians. Try to say something nice about the Indians. Bree, say something nice about the Indians.
Well, after getting shut out by 13 runs 2 games in a row, we persevered
Backhanded.
on Sunday
Backhanded.
and blanked the Orioles 2-0.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
Bree, you have yet to just say something nice about the Indians. Always backhanded.
That was nice. That was really nice.
That's true. Chris, say something nice about the Indians.
Let's see here. Well, I like Shane Bieber. I like Bieber's performance on Sunday. Thought that was pretty solid.
He's legit.
And then we've also got the All-Star break coming up, which I think everybody in Cleveland needs, the team included. I think everybody needs a break for just a little bit. Have some fun, kind of party it up in Cleveland, and then get started for the second half. And hopefully we can refocus. I think that's going to be key for this season if we're going to get things turned around.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think you got to rest Brad Hand. He's been playing way too many games. I think everyone just kind of needs the All-Star break. So we shall see. A lot of positive vibes for the Indians. So I think it's going to be a fun second half of the year here. Let's move on to some Cleveland Cavaliers. Summer League started tonight. I'm just going back through these comments. We had our guy Mike in the comments here tell us about Dylan Windler. Dylan Windler was impressive with 19.6 rebounds and 3 assists in his Cavs summer debut. So they're playing games in Salt Lake City as well as Vegas over the next 2 weeks. John Beilein will be coaching the team, so it's going to be our first glimpse of his NBA coaching style. All 3 of the Cavs' first-round picks are on the roster, but the top pick, Darius Garland, much like college, is not expected to play. I know it's Indian season right now, but a few of these summer games are on during All-Star break. Will you guys pay any attention to what's going on with the Cavs during the summer league? And if so, who are you kind of rooting for our Cavaliers?
Are you really talking Cavs Summer League right now?
I like the summer league.
I mean, wow. You know, we got the 4th of July coming up. How about Nathan's hot dog eating competition? Let's break down the field there. That's way more interesting to me than Cavs Summer League basketball. It really is. Give me Kobayashi.
That's fair.
Give me all those guys. The Black Widow, Kobayashi, all those guys. I mean, Joey Chestnut. We need to have him on the show. We missed that.
Yeah, we had the 8th ranked guy on our Wednesday show, Nick Wary. The guy was hysterical. Like he did a protein eating shake contest, like chicken wing contest. He did a chili contest, which was dude, it was, and like him talking about it after the fact, like the results after doing it was hilarious. So go check that out on YouTube. That was funny. But yeah, we got to get Joey Chestnut on.
I have to ask you a question though, because it's probably more interesting than the Cavs Summer League.
Fair enough.
If your favorite food. So I love hot dogs a lot.
Yep.
I wonder if a hot dog eating contest would ruin hot dogs for me. Like, do you think that a food eating contest would ruin your favorite food for you? What would that be?
Yeah. So I think my favorite food is either Reuben's or buffalo chicken sandwiches.
Ooh.
And I can eat a lot of food. Hot dogs, though, that's like there's a weird dynamic to hot dogs. Like after you have like 5 or 6, that meat, you start realizing that what you're eating, and you're like, all right, I'm starting to feel really, really weird.
Like bacon. I think I could eat a lot of bacon.
So much grease, though. I think
I know.
the grease gets to you before the food does. That happened to me one time with chicken wings at Quaker Steak. Awful.
Can you eat the atomics there? Can you do the atomics at Quaker Steak?
I've never tried. I like hot stuff, but not like it's going to make me feel weird.
Oh, you could get a free shirt if you do it. So I've done it several times. I'll do anything for a free shirt, as you know.
We do.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, here's another unpaid plug. I went to Phantom Fireworks tonight, got 2 free shirts, and then tons of fireworks for the 4th. So
hell yeah!
You got T-shirts at Phantom Fireworks?
They did.
Did they throw them in with like an order?
Minions pick one up for me here.
I feel like they I feel like they might be green, and then you would just disappear.
Right? Yeah, that's true. Actually, one of them's black, and the other one's purple, I want to say.
Now, is that like a freebie that they throw in for buying fireworks, or did you actually?
Oh yeah,
nice.
Fireworks. When you buy fireworks, it's like, I don't know, going to like old school markets, like street markets, because they'll throw in stuff. They have deals going right and left, and they'll throw in T-shirts and throw in sparklers. I mean, it's a whole show. It's great, and we usually buy enough that it's worth their while, obviously, to throw this stuff in. But it's good stuff. It's a local outfit too, Phantom Fireworks. But
is it really?
Once again, I don't know why I keep talking about them. They're not paying me a dime for any of this. And by the way, they didn't give me, they're not giving me a bunch of free stuff for it. But other than the free shirts,
you walk in and you're like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Reflog."
Free shirt.
Send me fireworks.
All right, are you going to put us on that podcast tonight? If you do that, we'll give you some sparklers.
Right? Yes, let's do it. Yeah, okay. No Summer League talk. I'm getting ripped again in the comments for even bringing it up. Chris, do you, instead of the Cavs, I know you were talking about your Blue Jackets on Twitter today.
Oh, let's not talk about the Blue Jackets.
You don't want to talk about that?
These are all topics I don't want to talk about.
All right, fine.
We lost the bread man. We lost Panarin. We lost Bobrovsky. I mean, and here, let me just say my piece on this, though.
Please do.
We had a choice. We had a choice there at the trade deadline of whether we were going to go after it and we were going to stick with the guys we had and then try and add to that core and make some moves, and we did. We didn't become sellers, even though we were right in it, and even though we were looking at probably where we ended up, an 8th seed going into the NHL playoffs. We said, you know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. And what did we end up doing? Something historic. We swept the number 1 seed, the President's Trophy winner, 72 games or whatever the hell they won. I think that was actually Golden State, but the Lightning, we knocked them off and did something that, the franchise can always look back on and say, well, what a historic season for us. So I applaud the Blue Jackets for going for it. And I know that right now we've got kind of an empty room. You don't have the talent. We didn't get anything for it, but man, that whole ride for me was worth it. When you're still, and the Blue Jackets have been around for 20 years, but I still think of them as a young franchise. We're still a franchise like this that's trying to build history. That's a way to build history. And I thought they did a nice job. And I applaud them for going for it. Even though today we're sitting here today pretty depressed because our big stars have pretty much left us for greener pastures. But good season, and hopefully we can put something together and have something on the ice for next year.
I mean, you can never disagree with going all in for a championship. Never.
No,
there's no way.
When we were way back, the way the NHL is too. You sneak in, you get a goalie who stands on his head. You don't know if he got it together. It'd be good. Wow.
This is amazing.
All right, yeah. Let me talk a little Cavs real quick. Dylan Windler hit a 3 from near half court tonight, so basically we have the next Steph Curry. That's fantastic. All right, let's move on to some Browns. Let's talk what the people want to talk about. All right, as we mentioned, we've hit a lull. Chris, you want to say something?
Yeah, I don't know. Did I cut out again?
Oh, big time. You're right.
That's
You're
what
right.
I figured. 'Cause I thought I just got run. I thought it was like on Rome's show or something. I got ran on my own show there.
Get him the hook. Get him off the air.
That's right. I flamed out.
Yes. So no, that was very good analysis of the Blue Jackets, and we are now talking Browns. So we've hit a lull in the offseason. Not much going on with our Brownies. We started last week, games 1 through 4, breaking down the Browns' schedule, 1 quarter of the season at a time. And last week we had the Browns going 3-1 collectively between the 3 of us in the first 4. So let's move on to Game 5. We are heading to the Bay. San Francisco 49ers Monday Night Football. This is actually the Browns' 3rd primetime game of the season in the first 5 weeks.
Jimmy, hell yeah! What?
I mean, let that sink in for a second. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, it sunk in. This game is between 2 offensive-minded young coaches. So we got Kitchens versus Shanahan. I'm sure Haslam probably wants to get this win after Shanahan made that PowerPoint highlighting reasons that he didn't want to be a part of the Browns organization anymore. The 49ers, they were the trendy pick to be, the most improved going into last season. Obviously didn't work out. Jimmy G gets hurt. This year, the Browns are that trendy pick, trying to make that leap to playoff caliber team. So should be a good contest between these 2 young rising teams. Key matchup in this one, Baker versus Jimmy. All right, Alex says turn on his microphone. What do you want?
You also have to analyze those 2 matchups with their quarterbacks as well. Both of them had a 93.7 QBR when they played last.
What do you mean by that?
Their quarterback rating was a 93.7 for each of their individual last seasons. Even though Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play that much last season, it still was looking pretty promising for the man who was always behind arguably the greatest quarterback of all time.
Well, so we tried to trade for this guy. We failed miserably. It didn't go well. They didn't even, I don't even think they listened to us.
I think they laughed at us.
Well, didn't he say he didn't want to go to the Browns too? Jimmy G?
Let's just say he did. He didn't like us anyway. That jerk. I hope we go and stomp his ass. It's time for revenge time.
Yes.
Let's go to San Francisco. Jimmy G didn't want to be here. Well, we don't want him. Let's go stomp him in his home stadium.
Jimmy, hell yeah! What?
I'm with you. I mean, you look at the 2 quarterbacks. You've got one that's been injured, looked pretty good, and then you've got one that looked fantastic, probably the best quarterback in the entire league in Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, I think that might have worked out all right for us.
And they were what, 4-12 last year?
Well, I mean, he didn't
Is there-
play. They had Nick the franchise
Yeah,
Mullins
okay,
playing.
fine.
He was fantastic.
But 4-12. I mean, come on.
So what are your guys' predictions for this game? I mean, it should be a good game. Niners should be pretty good, but outside of, I mean, Chris, you hit the nail on the head. They're 4-12 without a decent quarterback.
Yeah, no, we're going to go out to the Bay and just stomp them. Browns W. Don't want to hear this Garoppolo crap.
All right, Bree, are you on board with that?
Yeah, I'm going dub. I think I believe I have the Browns right now at 5-0.
Oh wow!
Of course she does.
Shocker.
She still owes us jumping in late.
Oh, the robot's back. All right, I'm just going to try
2
to...
years ago.
All right, nope. Okay, Game 6, we're moving on from the Bay Area. We're coming back home. Another West Coast team has to travel across the country to Cleveland. It's the Seattle Seahawks. Great game for average height guys. Both quarterbacks currently undersized. Baker 6'1". I don't know if I believe it. Russell at 5'11".
6'5'8".
Right, yeah. So this is a big game for fans who are going to be going to this game because you got Seattle, who says they have the loudest fans in the entire NFL. 12th man.
Hell no!
It would be pretty fun to hear how loud Cleveland fans can be, especially if they are, 5-0 at this point, Bree?
Mm-hmm.
We shall see. Key matchup in this one, we got Nick Chubb going against Barkevious Mingo. Are you guys ready for this?
Wow.
Wow.
Arkevious Mingo still in the league. I remember when we drafted him, and I had to do a double take on exactly who he was. I mean, out of LSU, it's like we were drafting a little bit lower than we're normally used to, and I was never that impressed by the guy, and I can't believe he's still in the league, to be honest with you.
I think he kind of had a resurgence with the Patriots for a year, like most Browns players. But yep, probably greatest name ever drafted. Barkevious Mingo. Yeah.
I will agree with that.
Yep. Bree, is Nick Chubb going to run this guy over?
I hope so.
That's a dynamite drop in, Bree.
You're 5-0.
I don't have much to say. I do think this could be a letdown game.
Oh, really?
At
This is
home.
where you go?
Oh, that's why she's slow playing this. She's got this as an L.
Bree, are you a big Russell Wilson fan as a quarterback?
I do like Russell
Yeah.
Wilson.
He had a hell of a year
do.
last year.
Yeah. I think Seattle's going to be good this year. I think they're going to make a run for it.
And 6 last year. I see this as an L too. I do. Even though we're at home, I think Seattle might just give us a dose of cold water in the face this week.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, the Legion of Boom's obviously gone, but Russell Wilson, man, he almost put together an MVP type season last year. He's gotten paid. I think, Alec, you're from the Oregon area, kind of close to Seattle, getting around there. Isn't your girlfriend isn't she a Seahawk?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, no.
She also
Girlfriend or fiance?
No, girlfriend for now.
For now?
Yes.
For now.
You never know. You never know. No, but we have a bet already. I told her I'm a Cleveland fan, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a Seattle fan," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, we play Seattle." So she goes, "If and when Seattle beats the hell out of Cleveland, I'm gonna make you wear a Seattle shirt." I'm like, "Okay, well, be prepared to wear the orange and brown because if you don't wear those, you don't matter to me."
How about if the Browns win, you have to get her a ring.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't say that. She would have made me sleep on the couch.
Smart man, Alex.
Alec, how whipped are you? Are you going to cheer for Seattle in this game?
Hell no.
Hell no!
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm actually with you guys. Russell Wilson's he's a good quarterback. I think we're coming off a short week for this game as well because we would have been at the West Coast. So yeah, we got a loss on the calendar. Well, here's the thing. That's all right.
Then we go to a bye.
That's right.
The thing for me is that Russell Wilson lost his star wide receiver this past season, so we don't know how good DK Metcalf is going to be able to fill those shoes.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't high on DK Metcalf just because he has no agility. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I like our chances. I think this will be a close game, but yeah, I'm with you guys. I think this could be an L on the schedule. So, Bree, that puts you at what? 5-1?
5-1.
5-1 heading to the bye. How incredible would that be? Alec,
Amazing.
see if you can find this stat, too. What's the best record we had going into the bye? It's got to be with Brian Hoyer, right? All right, he's going to look that up as we head into the bye, and then we get to Game 7, the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots. I'd like to make a Robert Kraft joke here. I just don't have one handy right now. Oh my God!
And the Kawhi laugh was it just made it.
That's right. So this game's gonna wrap up a brutal stretch for us. This will be the fourth time in 5 games that the Browns face a playoff team from last season. So obviously it's never easy to face New England. Kind of nice we get them coming off of our bye. Hopefully this is the year that Father Time finally catches up with Brady. He's gonna be 42 years old when he plays us in this game. So we'll see if Baker Mayfield, he's untested playing with deflated balls while being illegally listened to via Spygate technology. So we'll see how he does with that. But, Patriots have been cheaters for years and years. It's going to be interesting to see what old Bill and Tom come up with to try to slow down Baker and the Browns. Bree, what are your thoughts on this game?
I think this one could be interesting. You have to think that Tom Brady, he's not going to throw. He's not throwing it as hard or as long as he has in the past. So I think the game plan is going to be what's key to this matchup. I hope the Browns can maybe pull this one out just based on how young they are and how fast they are. And I don't know. You got to think that the Patriots, they have to have some downfalls this year. Maybe we'll be one of them.
Hey, did you see the video that Tom Brady posted this week playing golf? He cussed in front of his kids.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
He is pretty funny on social media.
And I don't like seeing that side of him because I like to not like him.
I know it's true.
Yeah. I like him more when you see those kind of creepy things with him and his sons and stuff. Now that you get to know him a little bit and you're like, oh, not a bad guy. Then you're like, no, I hate this guy. I hate the Patriots. So yeah. I hope we go down there and we stomp them. I got this one as a W. We got an extra week to prepare. Why the hell not? The Browns are going to beat the Patriots.
This is usually the time when the Patriots, they usually start the season slow. And then
get good.
Yeah, and then they start getting good right around playoff time. So I think this is probably early enough in the schedule, or we could kind of squeak out a win against them. Probably right around when they start ramping up, though. So we shall see. But God, 42 years old.
It's incredible. And it's funny. He got this game, and then I know we're just about to talk about the next one. This back-to-back games is going to tell a lot about the Cleveland Browns because I suspect no matter what happens, going into the bye, this team is going to be right there in the playoff picture. They're not going to be very far away from it. They may be leading the division. Who knows where we're going to be, but we're going to be right there. And then you come off of that bye, you play the Patriots, and then you play the Broncos, and you go to Denver, which is always a tough place to play. Yep. So I am going to be looking forward to these 2 games back to back. I've already got them here on my little schedule next to me. And I think this is really going to tell you the way the rest of the season is going to go for the Cleveland Browns. If they can get past this and be in control of the division or right there where you're feeling really confident, then we've got everything heading up toward the real end of the schedule. And I feel good about this team. If not, if these 2 weeks really beat us up, it could be a rough end of the season.
Chris, we haven't had a tie yet in our predictions. Is the true. Patriots, is this the week we go tie?
Hell no!
Alec, come on, man. Don't ruin it for me. I'm going tie against the Patriots.
There you go. You're going to get your tie out there. I like it.
Got to get a tie. So, Chris, you mentioned the Broncos. Joe Flacco is the starting quarterback there in Denver. John Elway, he's really known how to pick quarterbacks over the years. Paxton Lynch, Case Keenum, Brock Osweiler.
Brocktober, baby.
Oh,
remember Brock?
That's right.
How could you forget? Brutal.
Rock and roll city, baby.
Yeah, I think we've got him at quarterback there. Myles Garrett versus Von Miller. That's going to be interesting to watch. Do you think, are these 2 the best pass rushers in the league? They got to be up there.
Yeah, right up there. There's no doubt about it. I tell you what, and it's going to be a whole lot of.
Nope. Nope. All right, give him one more chance. Bree, let's talk some Browns. You look at these edge rushers here. They're both from Texas A&M. Garrett should probably have the upper hand. You got Joe Flacco getting a little bit older, can't really move around. Baker's a little bit more elusive in the pocket. Who do you think has more sacks in this game, Myles Garrett or Von Miller?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yes.
I'm with you.
He's going to have 6. Why not?
And we're winning this game, right?
Going away.
Sure, hope so. Baker did not play well in Denver last year, so I think he's
True.
going to have something to prove going out there this year.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got to think, if there's a sophomore slump for Baker, I'm hoping that it starts early because I think as we gradually, get into the bye, him and Freddie keep going, get that chemistry going from last year. I feel like at this point in the season, oh man, we got John Sparks, Domo Amigato, Mr. Roboto to Chris McNeil.
Perfect.
I don't know what's going on tonight. It's a mess.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and Mike out there says Sheldon Richardson as well. Yeah, I think we have this one. I don't think Baker has to go out there and win this game. I think our defense can take care of it in Denver. So we shall see. What'll that put us at, Bree? You had 1 loss, maybe 2?
Yes, 7-1, 7-2, or 6-2, or 7-1. I think is realistic.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. All right, I'll go 6-2. Alec, what do you think at this point of the season?
I'm going to go 6-2, but you're actually 5-2-1.
Oh, I'm 5-2-1, yes. Put it on a t-shirt. I like it. All right, that's enough Browns talk. It's July. We'll get into way more details as the season gets closer. We'll be talking a lot of Brownies this fall. Let's move on to Would You Rather. So I thought of one with the Dolans. Did I ask this last week? Would you rather have Paul Dolan or James Dolan as your owner of a sports franchise?
You never said that at all.
Chris, who would you pick?
Oh, wow. Well, James Dolan is also a musician or prides himself to be a musician. But I don't know. I guess.
You have to go Paul. You have to go Paul Dolan.
I guess so. I guess I'll go Paul Dolan. There you go. I'm up on the Indians. Yay, buddy.
There you go. Oh, yeah. There's the influencer right there.
That's right. I'm high on the Indians. Go Tribe. I've got Indians fever over here.
Hey, the mic's working, so we'll take that. All right, Alec, kick off Would You Rather for us here.
All right, I'm going to start with Chris since he's down in Columbus. Would you rather have the Ohio State football team win the national championship or have our Cleveland Browns make the playoffs?
Oh, I hate this question so much because I think we're going to have both. How about that?
Yeah. Why do we have to pick one, Alec? Why can't we have both?
You can have both all you
honestly,
want.
I'll take the hard choice here. I'll take the Sophie's choice, and I'll go with the Browns making the playoffs.
Yes, the right answer.
That's a hard one for me, but I've seen 2 Ohio State national championships. I've seen the Browns in the playoffs, it seems like twice. So I'd rather have the Browns in the playoffs. I've actually seen them more than that, but it just seems that way. But I'm really high on the Browns. If they make it to the playoffs, they could go all the way. So give me the Browns.
I love it.
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
kind of
Alec,
hard for me. It's kind of hard for me to forget Ohio State's first national championship win against the Oregon Ducks, aka my school.
Oh,
Still
that's
burns.
Right. That's right.
Still burns. All right, Dave, I'm going to ask you this one.
All right.
With full NBA free agency in full swing, I've heard some Cleveland fans talking about LeBron coming back to Cleveland in 2021.
Ugh.
He turns 37 that season, and we know how he trends to want things to be his way. So would you rather have LeBron come back to Cleveland after his current contract expires or keep moving forward with our young pieces?
I feel like your voice got higher as you read that question.
It did. It really did.
Didn't it get really high?
Voice crack?
Yeah.
was not a voice crack. It was very constant. I liked it. I am going to say no. Let's keep pressing forward. We did this with the rebuilds. I was one of the guys who wanted to keep Andrew Wiggins. Shows what I know about basketball. That wouldn't have worked out. I was the same way, man. Were you? Yeah. So that wouldn't have worked out very well. So I don't know. I'm still sticking to my guns. I like the rebuild. I like building through the draft. He's won us our championship. That's plenty for me. Stay in LA. We want to rebuild the right way. I don't think 37, man. I don't know. This is the first time in his career he's kind of been hit with that injury bug. Never was before. So I'm all in on Darius Garland and Dylan Windler.
Oh, that's tough to get out, isn't it? But could you see a world where LeBron comes back and isn't a starter?
No.
Would he come back like a role player?
I don't think so. Do you?
Be like coming off the bench, I don't think so. I mean, Dwayne Wade was willing to do whatever it took kind of down the stretch there in the end of his career. I don't know if LeBron's built quite the same way, even though he's a good friend of Dwayne Wade. I don't know if he could do the same stuff. I don't think he could swallow his pride. I don't think that would work. And that's the only way I could see him coming back in that capacity.
Yeah. All right, Alec, keep it going.
So today is Bobby Bonilla Day. Or
what?
Bobby Bonilla. Bobby Bonilla.
Brian Seabank.
God, I am so dyslexic. Today is Bobby Bonilla Day.
What?
Wait, did I mess that up again? Oh my God.
He doesn't know who this is.
No, I was like 4 at the time. Anyways, it's that one guy's day where he gets paid $1.2 million every year for doing nothing but sitting on his ass.
Do you know who he is?
He used to play for the Mets.
Do you know his name?
No.
Bobby Bonilla.
Yes, Bobby Bonilla.
There you go. You got it. Nailed it.
Only took me like the first time.
All right, what were you saying before we just ripped you?
So you were talking about it today. What you would do if you got paid $1.2 million every year, Dave? You put a tweet out earlier. So would you rather get paid $5.9 million today or get $1.2 million for every year for 25 years in a row?
Wait, was your question would I want 5.9 million today or 1.2 million every year for 25 straight years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
starting in like 10 years from now. That would be the caveat to that.
That's kind of a large stipulation.
Yeah, because that's what they did with Bobby Bonilla. There was a timing thing. And the interesting part about that, you know why they did that? Because they'd invested with this guy by the name of Bernie Madoff. And he was giving them such great returns on their money. They thought, whoa, let's keep this $5 million where we owe him right now. Let's keep investing with this Bernie Madoff. And by the time we get here 10 years from now, paying him for 25 years or whatever, $1.2 million, that's going to be like nothing. And they actually did make money with Madoff. They were one of the few who did. So kind of an interesting two worlds coming together on that.
Mm.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, I would I think we talked about this months ago with Lindor. Like, why don't we extend this contract to him? I mean, not exactly $1.2 million every year.
Give him $1 million until he's 75 years old.
That's the ultimate kick the can for the Dolans before they sell. Just like, hey, I've been hanging out here for life.
Yeah. All right. Give me $5.9 million today. I'll put it in a growth portfolio. It'll be fine. Yeah, Chris, you're really not looking good there. All right, Alec, go ahead and ask Bree one.
Let's see if I don't mess this one up. Please pray for me.
Thank you to the 33 people still watching.
Okay, I'm going to ask Miss Social Media Influencer Bree. Would you rather have Carlos Santana win the Home Run Derby or Frankie Lindor win the All-Star Game Most Valuable Player?
Ooh.
I would like to see Carlos win the Derby.
I'm with you there.
Yeah. I don't feel like the players actually try during the actual game. So bring it home, Carlos.
Yeah, I don't care about this game at all. Like the Derby I think will be fun because we have Santana in it. And, judging from recent history, I was completely wrong. The home run guy's probably going to win. So
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Let's move on to some bold predictions and
Again, I'm having
get
fun.
the
And
heck
to me,
out of
that's
here.
the most important thing. And the fact that we get to go play another game in the playoffs and see what we can do, that's stinking awesome.
Alec, how did we do on our bold predictions last week?
Well, Chris, I don't know why you're clapping. You didn't win.
Feeling
you didn't
good,
do well
my
either.
man. Feeling good. Got my guy up there. He's got to be hitting, right?
Yeah, no. Dave, you said that Kipnis would have 6 hits in between last week's show and this show. He had 4.
Okay, to be fair, though, they were playing a game that night, and he had like 3 hits. So technically, I think I'm right.
Wrong.
Nope.
All right.
Chris, once again, you're back on track. The anomaly is over with. You're back on the losing streak. No grand slam for the assassin, and you mortally wounded his career.
Shut up, Alec. How did Bree do, Alec?
She got it right.
Oh.
Bree, I want you to
Second.
understand this.
Well, what was her prediction? Don't just say she got it right.
I'm getting to it. So she said that O.J. Simpson would take videos twice talking about nothing. I actually had to go onto his Twitter. Do you understand what kind of punishment that is? I felt like I was getting punished for doing something wrong.
Did you watch the full videos? What was he
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah, what?
He was talking about the debate. Like, who the hell cares?
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to like put my head through a wall. Good Lord. But yeah, Bree, you are 5-8, and you are tied with Big Play Dave.
Oh, wow. How cool. All right, my prediction for this week. I think the Indians head into the All-Star break. How many games do we have until then, Alec? Probably, let me see here. We've got
Kansas City for 3 days. We've got Cincinnati coming to town.
Yep.
Or no, we're going to Cincinnati. And then we have HRD.
Home Run Derby.
Home Run Derby.
That's right. Who's this new Canadian team?
That's right. And then you got the ASG, which I know is the All-Star game. And then we got 2 days off.
All right, I'm going to go Indians head into the All-Star break less than 6.5 games behind the Twins.
Wow.
I feel like that's...
What are we at right now? We're at like 9.5, right?
I think we're 8.5. So very doable. I need a win.
I think that is doable at this point.
I think so. God, how fantastic would that be if we're only back 6?
We have 5 games before the All-Star game, and then we actually do play the Minnesota Twins.
That we do.
Yeah. If we're 6.5 back, I would take that. I would absolutely take that and not even look back. That would be awesome.
All right, Chris.
So my prediction for this week is Bobby Bradley gets sent down and an angry mob burns down my house. I think that's just the inevitable conclusion to this.
You destroyed his career, Chris.
There's going to be a 30 for 30. Bobby Bradley, the assassin, and Reflog. A story of what happened.
It's Matt Laporta all over again.
Oh, no.
This is why we can't give him nice things.
That's right.
That's why we can't have nice things in Cleveland. That is right, my man, Alec. And Bree, what have you got?
I'm not feeling very confident about this, considering Kawhi to the Lakers is already trending, but I'm going to go with Kawhi stays a Raptor.
Bold prediction.
Bree, why would he leave? It doesn't make any sense.
If he goes to the Lakers, I'm going to be so mad. Like that's pretty much what everyone was mad at the Warriors for when Kevin Durant signed, right? You don't need 3 All-Stars on the team.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Here's a question,
Kyrie and Kevin Love and LeBron James. Come on.
Okay. Kevin Love was like not
as
Anthony Davis and Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard.
He wasn't
Come on.
fat enough. I agree with that.
But here's the thing. Now that Kevin Durant left, can we stop being pissed at him? Do you think?
No.
I can't believe Golden State's already going to retire his number.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
That's so West Coast. That's so West Coast crap.
Yes,
you know what they need to start doing? I was thinking about that today. If we retire too many numbers, what are they going to do? They should start making it like Twitter, where you have like underscores in it, so people will still have the numbers. Like you can still be Michael Jordan, you'll be 2_3. Like how awesome would that be? Or hashtags in there.
The real
There
Kevin
you go.
Durant, yeah.
That's right.
Back in the day of Twitter.
Yes.
All right, Alec, keep track of those bold predictions. Let's get the heck out of here. Fantastic show as always. Fantastic show as always. Congrats to our winner once again, Brendan Corrigan. Enjoy that game. We will see you guys next Monday at 9 p.m.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you next week.